Okay, you guys, welcome to the new coach call for August. I can't believe it's already August. I almost just said July. I'm so excited to talk with you guys about getting your business launched and running and hit and off the ground and whatever you want to call it. But we are just thrilled for you first and foremost and excited to see what this business can do for you. My name is Melissa Brewer. I'm the founder and the CEO of Team FitCrew. And currently we are ranked number 90. We find out today what our ranking is for the previous month. So we are one of the very first teams, the first 30-something teams to hit elite this year. And so yes, you're in good hands. You've got an amazing group of leaders on our team who are here to guide you, give you information, and all of the resources and tools that you need to hit the ground running and to, just really get your business started right. So I'm going to be leading this call. A lot of times we have other coaches who are here. So if you guys have things that you wanted to add or that I maybe have left out, you're welcome to jump in. I want to help you guys through this call to know where to start, where to focus your time, and what to do. I think that's one of the biggest questions that I get as from my new coaches is, well, where do I start? What do I do first? So this is exactly where you're going to begin. Being on this call doesn't build your business for you. Listening to trainings isn't going to build your business. But all these things that we are talking to you about, that the resources that we're giving you, when you put all of this stuff into action, that will build your business. And just so you know, if you're feeling nervous or afraid, or if you're feeling a little anxious about coaching or whatever it might be, just know that that's pretty normal. Being afraid doesn't really make you unique. What makes you unique is that the fear you're feeling doesn't hold you back, that you do it anyway. Okay, most people, when they feel afraid of something, they stop. They don't push through that fear. And by you taking that fear and pushing it aside and busting through that wall, that is going to set you above the rest of everybody else who ends up, maybe not doing that, not taking that fear and overcoming it. So the most important job that you're going to ever do as a coach is work on you. And I actually want to share my screen so you guys have this information. And you're welcome to take notes, and I'll also post the recording in the team page. But just so you have it. So like I was saying, the most important job you have is to work on you. So the number one thing that you need to do is really get to know the products, okay? You have so many resources at your fingertips that it might even feel a little bit overwhelming at times. But just know that you have everything that you need to be successful. So get to know the products, really start using them, and work on yourself. You have the opportunity to completely change your life, but that is only going to happen if you put in the work. So get to know the products, really come to love the products. And as you do that, naturally, you're going to start talking with people about the programs and the Shakeology and the Energize and the Recover and the Hydrate and all these things that are completely changing your results. And it's going to be a natural process, and people are going to ask you about your lifestyle, and you're going to then have the opportunity to help people change their life with the products. And that's when you can then tell all these people that, they can do the same thing that you're doing and help other people change their lives with the products as well, which is really just building your team. But before you can do any of that, you have to help yourself first before you can help others. You probably have heard the saying, like, you can't pour from an empty cup. You have to fill your cup first. You have to really believe in the product. You have to really get the results and then share. Okay. I was going to just use the arrows, but they won't work. Okay, so use your resources. I wanted to kind of walk you through some of these resources that you guys have as tools to, really get to know your business and to learn more about what you can be doing to get started and all the things, social media and everything like that. So the first tool, the first resource that you have is your Coach Online Office. Oh man. So let me show you kind of what a Coach Online Office looks. This is my husband's account. Basically, at the top, you have all these different links. So you can check out announcements. So Coach Breaking News, this is where you can click to listen to the National Wake Up Call. There's every single National Wake Up Call has been recorded. So if you ever want to go back, or if you ever want to listen to previous wake up calls, basically what the National Wake Up Call is, it's a weekly conference that our company hosts, and they bring in top coaches to share what's working for them. Okay, that's an amazing resource. We get to hear from the top coaches in the company how they're becoming successful, what is working for them, and then we can implement those things. So I highly recommend you watch or listen to the National Wake Up Calls. That was one of the things that I did when I very first started coaching. I just went and started listening to all the National Wake Up Calls from the beginning of when they started them. And I can tell you there are some really amazing messages and nuggets and tools and tips and things in those. Okay, you can learn about promotions in the news tab, and then also the Coach Monthly, which is the newsletter, the email that they send out every month, so you know what's going on, all of the promotions, all of everything that we have going on for that month. In the Grow My Business tab, this is something that you really should be exploring. As you are beginning to coach, one of the questions you probably have is, how do I run a challenge group? And we're going to talk more about this, but I love using the challenge group tools. There's so much good information in here. You won't necessarily have to run one by yourself, but if you ever are, wanting to or needing some information or help or resources to get your challenge group up and running, the challenge group tools are amazing. They're so, so good. So we also have product tools and shareable media, logos and images if you want to use those. This is where you can find your website profile and edit or change it. You can send emails to all of your customers here. And this is my favorite part, the share cart. Share cart is how you will send links to products or packages or get people signed up to work on their health and fitness goals with you. You can sign up coaches using ShareCart. That's how I sign up everyone that I work with using ShareCart. The Monitor My Business tab is really where I feel like I spend most of my time. This is where you find all of your information about your coaches, your customers, where you can look at your drill down, your sponsorship drill down, your graphical genealogy. This is where you set your preferred placement. So when you're working towards Emerald, you want to have a coach on your left and your right. So you'll want to change the preferred placement to where you want your coaches to fall when they sign up. And you do that before they sign up. You can fix it after if someone signs up before you think that they will and you need to get them switched to a different leg. You can absolutely do that. But I think it's just always a little bit easier if you get that set before they sign up. You can look up all of your qualification information. So Success Club qualification. Hey, Tori. You can also get information about your team volume and your earnings, like see what you earned for the week before. And you can set up your EFT, which is electronic funds transfer. And basically all that means is instead of them sending you a physical check, it's just going to go right into your bank account, which is awesome. All right, rewards and recognition. This is where you find out about what Success Club is, Elite, Premier, and all the different types of recognition that you have access to. Events this is just events about, or information about events coming up. So anything that's upcoming, corporate events, summit, which every single coach should attend. It's our big annual conference. It's super fun. This year it was in Indianapolis, and next year it will be in Indianapolis as well. It was an amazing city to host at, and we just had such a fun time. I highly recommend it if you are coaching, which all of you are because you're on this call. So the other event that I really highly recommend is Super Saturday. You guys, I just did not take these seriously when I first became a coach. I was like, oh, I don't need that. I don't need to go and be in person or like work out with people. And I honestly didn't go to Super Saturdays. And as soon as I started attending Super Saturdays and talking about them and getting to know my team, that is really when my business started to improve and to take off. And so I highly recommend, if you can get to in-person events, that you do it. And then we also have a ton of information and trainings available for you in the training tab. If you want some information about getting started, which all of you should have gotten the email, the first 30, you can also access that information here in the Getting Started tab or link. We have lots of business trainings, product trainings, some training about team development and personal development, and then also a library of all of our training materials. If you ever need to talk to Coach Relations or get questions answered, I highly recommend you go to the support tab first and look in the FAQs. You can honestly find any and all information here if you have any type of questions. For example, if you want information about Lift 4, because it's one of the brand new programs and something that a lot of people are interested in right now, you can just type in Lift 4 and get all of the details about the program, or you can look at the exclusive coach test group, or you can just anything that there has ever been information put out there to the world about Lift 4, they put it in the FAQs. If you're really wanting some more information about becoming an Emerald coach, you can type in Emerald and it will give you a list and details about Emerald. Okay, so definitely use the FAQ, the frequently asked questions, and you can also reach out to Coach Relations by contacting our support team or compliance, or finding out who our coach development team is for your area. Okay, I think, and also there's a list of little helpful links. So if you ever need to find like the Share a Cart link or the My Challenge Tracker app, or you want to get some links to send out to people if you're not going to use Share a Cart, then you can use the Coach Link Generator, okay? Or if you ever want to shop, like you want to get some cool clothes, there's a sale going on right now for the clothing line. You can find stuff in the shop. Okay, the next resource I want to talk to you guys about is our team page. So hopefully it's still pulled up, yep. Our team page is Team FitCrew. Your coach will probably and hopefully add you to Team FitCrew. If not, you can request to join or message me and I'll add you, or message your upline. And then we also have an upline team page called Team Inspiration. So sometimes they'll add you to that. They may just add you to our team page. Basically, a lot of the information you're getting in our team page is the same information you'd get in Team Inspiration. So if you're not in that page, it's not a big deal, but you do want to be in our big team page. And then maybe your upline, I know I have a team page or a page just for my personally sponsored coaches, and I'm sure your coach who added you to this group, to this call, also has a team page that they will add you to if they haven't already. So in the team page, you're going to find a ton of information about our team. So you're going to have access to all of our resources. If you look in the file section, there's lots of different files and things that you can get information about. One of the things that I love the most about Facebook is you can search topics. So if you ever have a question about anything, like for example, you're like, I have a girl asking me about how to work out when she's pregnant, or how can I use BOD when she's pregnant. So you can search pregnancy, and there's just been, I'm sure, a ton of people who have already asked this question. So any topic that you have a question about, maybe it's PCOS, because we get that a lot. You can see it's probably been asked before. What's another example? Something like, I don't even know. It's hard to think of stuff on the spot. But anyway, you guys, the team page is such an amazing resource for all of your questions. I'm sure if you have someone asking you questions, it's been asked before. So make sure you use the search function before you go and type it. You can always ask the team, but it will maybe save you time and you'll get a quicker answer if you just search the group. In this team page is where you're going to see trainings posted. I like to jump in here live sometimes and do trainings myself, but we have team calls every Tuesday, and I'm going to talk more about that in the slideshow. But we also have shout outs and recognition and just lots of information that's being shared here. Okay, the Coach FAQ we already talked about, so you can access that through the Coach Online office. Tons of information. And you guys, one of the things that I think is just so funny is I get coaches who just send me a quick text and they'll be like, how do I, I have this question. Can you help me with this? I have a girl asking me about this. And I usually will go to Google or to YouTube. So before you go to your coach and ask questions, make sure you utilize these resources first, because chances are that's what they will do. If I ever don't know something, I just go right over to Google or YouTube, and chances are it's been asked before. YouTube has, millions of trainings on there. When I was a brand new coach, there was nothing like this. There was no new coach calls. There was no trainings. There was just very little information for us already out there. And so that's really what coaches who started kind of when I did 5, 6, 7, and 8 years ago, we have all put our knowledge together, created trainings and resources available for you, and put them on YouTube. And you can always, of course, Google anything. Google is the best library there is. So every single Monday, we have a national wake-up call. As you heard me talking about the library of national wake-up calls from our national wake-up call resource in the back office, we host them live every single Monday at 8 a.m. Pacific time, 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And those are recorded live in the Beachbody Champions page. You can like that page or join it if you are a coach. So make sure you're part of that. And you can always listen to them on the phone as well. And then every single Tuesday night, we have a team call. Currently this summer, we've been doing a team call series, and those have been on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So I believe we'll be doing those through the fall as well. So make sure you're looking for the announcement every week. I see a message. And, oh, sorry, Coach 411 page. You're right, Tori, for the National Wake Up Call. It's the Coach 411 page, not the Champions page. Tori is correct, and I was not thinking. So the National Wake Up Call is on the Team Beachbody Coach 411 page. It's a page, it's not a group. So anyone can like and follow that page. Okay, next things next. You guys, this is the very first slide that I put on here for our training, because it is probably the most important thing that you can do as a coach, especially when you are really wanting that quick, immediate success. So these are called the 4 vital behaviors. And the 4 vital behaviors are the behaviors that our company, Team Beachbody, has talked to us about because they are vital to your success. So number 1, the first vital behavior is be proof that the products work. Remember how I told you to work on yourself first? That's really what this is. It's doing your workout and drinking your Shakeology. When you're doing those things, you're going to see your life change, and you're going to see your body change, and you're going to see your energy change, and everything is going to change, your whole demeanor. Just being proof that the products work, people will come to you, people will see that they're working, they're going to see that transformation in you, and that is going to draw them to you. The second vital behavior is share, connect, and invite. So now that you are doing the programs, you are being proof that the products work, you have to share your journey. If you are just beginning, that is great. Start conversations and talk to people and take them with you on this journey and invite them to join your next group. Number 3, the third vital behavior is personal development. And I'll be the first to admit, like, this was something I just thought wasn't like my number 1 priority. I didn't feel like I really needed it. I thought I was pretty positive, but you're going to see that you're going to have little thoughts here and there. You're going to have people saying things to you, and it's going to make you have lots of questions about what you're doing. You're going to hear people say, like, why are you doing that? what's like, that's a pyramid scheme. Or you're going to have just lots of little negative things. And if you're not building your mind up, if you're not growing as a person, if you're not feeding your brain that positivity, just like you're feeding your body the good nutrients that it needs to have energy for the day, you have to feed your brain that positivity. One thing I've learned over the years is that our thoughts reproduce themselves. Our energies reproduce themselves. So whether they're positive or they're negative, you're going to reproduce whatever it is that you're feeling and thinking and putting into your mind and your body and your spirit. Make it positive, and that way you'll continually breed and grow positivity in your life. The fourth vital behavior is recognition. And this is just honestly one of my favorites, because who doesn't love to be recognized, for one? It always feels good to just see the good things that you're doing, whether it's getting your workout in when it was a hard day, or whether it is, helping someone with a challenge pack, or if it's doing something that you didn't think you could do before.
I know what to do. Show you.
Oh, it's cute. Okay. They just got tablets for their birthdays. So they're like, they're Kindles. Anyway, that was thanks to Grandma and Grandpa. Okay, so make sure you're recognizing others as a coach yourself. Recognize your challengers, recognize your coaches, recognize people that are surrounding you. And I promise you, it'll not only make you feel better, but it's going to make them feel better too. Your very first goal as a new coach is to help 3 people get started with a program in Shakeology. This is a challenge pack. And what that means is you're giving them all the tools that they need to be successful. You're helping 3 people with a challenge pack, which means they're going to have the fitness, they're going to have the nutrition, and they're going to have the support that they need to be successful. And this also means you're going to hit Success Club. Success Club is the foundation and really like the base of our business. And that's why it's called Success Club. If you're hitting Success Club, you're helping 3 people a month, you are really just building a solid foundation for your business. Okay. And also, when you hit Success Club your first 3 months as a coach, you earn a free ticket to Summit. Okay. That is a big deal. Summit is, I think, like $275. So that's a lot of value that you're getting for just helping 3 people a month. Start with your friends and family, you guys. And as you grow your cold market, as you meet new people, you're going to, oops, can you go sit on the couch? I think you're getting stuck under there. Okay. You're going to see that, it's just like with anything that you really love. You first go to your friends and your family because you want them to reap those benefits too, or to feel that joy that you feel in your life. And it's the same with these products and with the programs and with all the things that are changing your life. If you really love your friends and your family, you're going to help them do the same, or you're going to share that gift with them as well. Okay, so your first step is to commit to a challenge group start date. Now, that might sound a little intimidating because you're like, well, I don't want to run a challenge group by myself. I have no idea what I'm doing. And honestly, you are not expected to run a challenge group by yourself. I actually really discourage that. I would recommend either teaming up with another coach to run a group together, or adding your first challengers to our big team group that I have put together on the Mind Challenge Tracker app. We also have big team groups on Facebook for Lift 4 and To Be Mindset. And as you have people who are interested in the program or looking to start their journey with you, you can then add them to our group, but you have to have a date to start with. It doesn't necessarily have to be the same date as me, but you just have to have a date in mind where you can talk to people and say, okay, this is the day we're all starting. And, are you in? Is this something that you want to do with me? Okay, so have a date in mind and talk about it. Your very first invites can be maybe a little bit intimidating, but they really shouldn't be, because honestly, all you're doing is just becoming a conversation expert. Your goal is really to just connect with 3 new people a day or 20 new people a week. That means you're not reaching out to close them. You're not reaching out to sell them anything. You're just reaching out to open the door. Be brief, be excited. And at the end of every message, ask a question. What that means is, instead of just saying, oh, that's so awesome, I'm so happy for you, if you've like talked to them about something that they love, instead say, tell me more about what you're doing. What do you love about that? End every message with a question so that you can continue building that relationship. If you don't ask a question, the conversation is just going to end. When you're talking to people, really try to dig into what their needs are before you try and fix their needs. You don't want to assume that anyone needs a program or needs something to help them in their lives. You want to just ask more questions. And I think that's what's really helped me to be successful is I don't really spew a lot of information on people. I just ask them questions. Where do you want to be in the next 3 months, 2 to 3 months? What are your goals? How are you feeling right now? What is something that if you could be at a certain place by this time next year, where do you see yourself? Where do you want to be? And I just ask them more questions and allow for them to talk to me and open up about what their needs are. And I take my time in getting to know them. And that's how I build relationships with people. And just know that recognizing and welcoming objections as part of this process is really going to help you. There are going to be a lot of people who act and tell you that they're so interested and that they want to be in your group. And then when you tell them it costs money, they're going to be like, oh, no thanks. And, because we live in a microwave society, we live in this society where people want everything immediately and they want it for free. They want it cheap, easy, and quick. And that's just not how good things are born. So make sure that you know that those objections are going to come, but that every single person who says no is really telling you not right now. Okay. They're telling you, I'm actually going to watch you. I'm going to see if you stick with this. I'm going to see if this is something that works for you before I decide that I am going to do it too. So always make sure that you are understanding that no means not right now. Use the scripts in the file section of our team page. Okay, so in Team Inspiration and in Team FitCrew, we have lots of different scripts, and I'm going to be adding more this week. In fact, I've been talking to lots of my new coaches, and I'm going to be sharing some of the ways and things that I share or talk to people using. But just make them your own, you guys. You don't want to sound like me because that's not you. Make it sound like you so that people get to know you, and that's how they connect with you. And so, you can use those scripts and you can use that information to help you know what to say, but don't be afraid of the cost. I think that's really like one of the biggest mistakes people make is they're like, I'm just so afraid to like tell them how much because I feel like they're going to think it's too expensive. If you assume and you act like it's too expensive, they're going to think and feel exactly what you're feeling. Okay, you guys, it is not expensive at all. I can tell you that from my own personal experience. Right after I had my second baby, Libby, Jeff and I really wanted to lose weight. I had gained like 45 pounds, which was actually 5 pounds less than I had gained with Jackson. And my husband also gained pregnancy weight with me. So we decided we were going to hire a trainer. He was actually not a trainer. He was more of like exactly what I do, is just in person. So we went to this gym. He helped us with macros, and we would meet with him once a week. And we would spend $180 a week to go together to this guy. And basically he just told us what workouts to do. He just gave us a sheet that said what the workouts were. When we met with him, he would show us what the moves were so that we knew how to do them. And then through the week, we would work out every single day, and I'd walk on a treadmill for an hour. And it was the worst thing ever. It sucked. It was so boring. I think I watched more Netflix in those 2 months than I had ever watched in my life. And then when I found Beachbody, when I was 3 months postpartum, or I was maybe 4 months postpartum with Libby, after Libby, I started doing T25, and I got better results for a fraction of the cost. I literally paid $180 for the T25 challenge pack. That also gave me food, which I wasn't getting from the trainer. And it was a 25-minute workout compared to a 2-hour workout. And I got better results. My abs got chiseled. I felt more energy. I had more time to spend with my babies. It was way better. You guys, the value of what we have is incredible for the result that you're getting. Okay. So do not be afraid of the cost. Have confidence and know that when you're talking to people, when you give them that confidence, they're going to trust and believe and know that you know that they can get those results too. Number one most important thing to do is don't ever just send someone your link. Okay, that is basically telling them, I just want to sell you something. You really have to get to know them. You really have to know their needs and make sure that they're ready to hear the information and to purchase before you're sending them anything. Don't show up and throw up. We already kind of talked about that. And you guys follow up forever. These people, especially the ones that say no, not right now, you have to continually follow up with them every single month because you just never know when they might be ready. I was someone who my coach invited me to be in her challenge group right after actually was before I even had Libby. And I remember thinking, no, that stuff doesn't work. And I could never work out at home. And then after I'd spent so much money with this trainer and I really wanted to work out at home, I finally said yes 4 or 5 months later. And I went back to that girl, my coach, and I told her, sign me up. And I ended up paying more for the program I wanted because I was just so ready to get the results that I wanted. And I wish I would have signed up when it was on sale, to be honest. Okay, your second goal as a coach. So your first goal is to start a group and talk about it and invite people to it. Your second goal is to hit Emerald. You guys, this goal should be achieved within your first 7 days of becoming a coach. Emerald is a decision. Emerald should be your spouse or your partner, and then a friend, family member. It could be anyone else. Someone who knows, loves, and trusts you and wants to help you and also wants to get mega results with you. Okay, so Emerald is 2 coaches on each leg. Sorry, 1 coach on each leg, 2 coaches total. I was looking at Ruby. So 1 coach on each leg, 2 coaches total, that's it. Emerald could happen today for you. It could easily happen today. It could happen in the next 2 hours. You just have to decide that you want to be an Emerald. Some of you might achieve this today. Some of you might achieve it before the weekend. Others of you might not achieve it for 2 or 3 months. But I promise you, the sooner you become Emerald, the sooner your business is going to advance, the sooner you're going to be getting those residual income checks, and the sooner you're going to become a Diamond, which is really going to open up your business and help you start helping other coaches to do the same thing. The sooner you can rank advance, the sooner your business is really going to grow and the sooner your income is going to grow. Okay, so how do you do that? How do you share your journey on social media? Yes, you are a coach, but you guys, that's not all you are. You have to share all parts of your life. You have to share your journey. You have to share your kids if you have them. I know Danny was saying that she's got lots of pets and she's a fur mom, and you know what? You just have to share the things that you love because that's who you are, and your vibe, you guys have heard this before, your vibe attracts your tribe. Okay? So make sure that you're attracting the people that you want to spend time with. You don't want to attract people who you don't even like. Like Jenny doesn't want to go attract people who hate dogs or who hate cats or birds or whatever. You want to attract the people who love the same things that you love because that is the type of person that you want to spend your time with. And I'm telling you right now, your team is going to become some of your best friends. And that's the best part about it is you get this community, this girl gang that will be by your side through thick and thin. And I know that was something that I longed for and wanted for so long before I became a coach, and had no idea that was a part of what coaching is. It's a huge community that just uplifts and supports and pushes you to do things that maybe are a little out of your comfort zone, but that make you better. Okay, so before you post, I want you guys to ask yourself, what do you want people following you to get from this? Is it going to stop their scroll? You want to make sure it's light, bright, and eye-catching. You don't want to post pictures that are dark, that they can barely see you. You want it to be bright, and as they're scrolling through their Instagram or looking on the Explore page, it needs to stand out so that they see your light, they see your energy, they see something that connects them to you, and it makes them think, okay, I wanna follow this girl. So I also want to talk about, in your posting, the power of consistency and patience. As you are sharing your journey, you're going to get a lot of people who say no, or who don't feel like they vibe with you, and you just have to continually share no matter what. Okay, you guys, when I was a brand new coach, it was December of 2013. I had no idea what I was doing. Like I said, we had no trainings like this. I didn't know anything about social media. I was sharing some of the crappiest posts ever. Sorry, I can't find my mouse. I was sharing just salesy, ugly, not cute posts that were not eye-catching and people did not vibe with. One of my very first posts, this is the post at the top. It was in December of 2013. It was not personalized at all. It was not scroll stopping. It was screaming sales, and there was absolutely no story attached to it. It got maybe 8 likes, and I think 7 of those were my family. And it got 2 comments, one from my very best friend in elementary school, and the other one was me responding to her. So I'm just telling you right now, if I can do this, literally anyone can do this. I was not a professional. I had no idea what I was doing. The bottom picture is a comparison. I was telling a story. My legs are always when I gain pregnancy weight, I gain it all over my whole body. And just sharing who I am and how I have overcome the self-banter, the negativity. Make your posts personalized. You guys share your story, make them light and bright, and help people make it catch their eye. Share your story, share your journey, make it real. And I promise you, if you're consistently doing that over time, people are going to continue to watch you. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about your fitness journey versus your business journey. So your fitness journey, think about losing weight. You guys, it doesn't happen overnight. Like it's something that it takes time. Okay, you have to track to see your results. You have to remember that success is twofold. It's not just exercising, it's exercising and working to be better at your nutrition. When you are exercising, as soon as you stop, your results are going to stop. They're going to get further away if you're not consistently doing it every single day. And if you're comparing your journey to anyone else's, there's going to be absolutely no joy in the journey that you're on in your health and fitness. And honestly, it's the simple things and the consistency every day and not overcomplicating your workouts. The same exact thing goes for your business journey. Your success does not happen overnight. You cannot think that you can just start posting and all of a sudden everyone's going to come to you after one post. Okay, it takes consistency, and you really have to track to see results. You have to write down all the people who are following you or asking for information, because chances are they might not jump in right away, but they will later down the road. Success is twofold. It's not only the public posts, but it's also the private messages, the invitations behind the scenes. As soon as you stop working your business and doing the vital behaviors every single day, you guys, those results are going to get further and further away. It's the consistency over time that pays off. Comparison is the thief of joy in your business. You cannot look at someone who's been doing this for 4.5 or 5.5 years and compare yourself, your chapter 1 to their chapter 50. Okay, just know that you are on your journey. Put those blinders on, focus on your own goals, and don't overcomplicate it. Just do the basics, stay consistent, and be persistent. And I promise you, you will have success. As with anything. If you do the work, it will work. Okay. So what would you do with an extra $800? Think about this. In your first month, you remember how I talked to you guys about hitting Success Club. If you hit Success Club, the first 3 months of your business, for one, you're going to earn a free ticket to Summit. That's over $250 value. Okay. But also the monetary value of your commissions is really going to add up. So in month 1, if you help 3 people with a challenge pack, this is just kind of an overall estimate, you're going to make about $150. Okay. That is going to cover your initial sign-up cost, basically. If you, in month 2, do the same thing and you help 3 people with a challenge pack, you're going to get another $150 plus all the people who are getting Shakeology again from their previous month and they're rocking their goals and they're feeling amazing and they're continuing to drink their Shakeology every single day. You also get commission for that residual per purchase. So $32 times 3 people is $96. So you're going to earn a total of $246 in month 2. In month 3, the same thing repeats. You help 3 people, you get another $150. Plus, if you help those 6 people from months 1 and 2 to continually drink their Shakeology, continue to get amazing results, that's another $192 that you're going to get from that HD commission of Shakeology for a total of $396. So in all 3 months, that's a total of $792, you guys, just from only focusing on helping 3 people a month rock their health and fitness goals. That is amazing. What would $800 do for you? I know for me, that would cover a mortgage payment, or we could go the other route and that would cover diapers, baby food, and probably all of our groceries for those 3 months. Okay. So just know that it is possible, even with just only commissions, to make a really significant amount of money. I have a coach right now who she's currently in her 3rd month. August is her 3rd month as a coach, but in her first 2 months as a coach, she has made over $1,500. Okay, and that's from commissions and from bonuses and from helping her team. You can also, if you sign up 5 coaches within a 5-week period, they will send you a $100 bonus just from signing up 5 coaches. Okay, so there are lots of different little incentives that will help you to make an income if that is your goal. That was a big goal for me. You guys, I started this business for the business. We were struggling to make ends meet and we were living paycheck to paycheck. So that was my purpose and my goal. I for sure was like, well, it's a win-win situation. Like, even if I don't make money, I'm going to get in the best shape of my life. But I'm going to make this work. I'm going to do what my coach tells me to do so that I can replace my full-time income and make a significant amount of money and help my family with all of our goals and our monetary goals and our financial situation. Okay, so what now? What do you do now? You've attended the new coach call. You've learned a little bit about what you need to be doing every single day, starting a challenge group, how to invite, where to find scripts, where to find information about getting started. So what do I do now? We have a new coach university, and I've got the link on this page, but you'll also find information in our team page on the pinned post. And I really highly encourage you to go through that training now. It's a 2-week training, but you can do it at your own pace. So some of you might finish it in just a few days. Others of you might take the full week or the full 2 weeks. No matter what your pace, we will match that. So just know that if you're a runner, we're going to run with you. If you're a jogger, we will jog with you. If you just want to walk and do it as a hobby, that's okay. And we will walk with you. We're never going to leave your side as your coach and your mentor. But just know that your pace, you get to set it, and we will meet you where you're at. Number 2, commit to your program and drink your shake every single day. And I really, really, really hope that you take personal development seriously and at least commit to 10 minutes a day, 20 minutes if you can. The 3rd thing is begin sharing your journey and inviting people to join you. So don't wait until you feel like you're ready or until you've hit a goal or you feel like you have a transformation photo. You guys just start now. As soon as you get off this call, I want you to share how excited you are about coaching, about what this business has done for you. As you go through the new coach training, I think it's on like day 2 or 3, you're going to learn about how to post and what to post when you're sharing that you've become a coach. And then the last and final thing I want you guys to remember is just please don't get overwhelmed. It's just one step, one conversation, and one goal at a time. And you always have us as your resource, of course. But don't get overwhelmed. Just take it one day at a time, one little step, and know that if you're doing these little basics, the things that we're teaching you here consistently over time, you will have immediate success. So now I want to open it. I know we don't have a lot of people on, but Danny, I don't know if you have any questions that you have thought of while we are on this, or Tori, if you've noticed anything that I've left out. Otherwise, we'll wrap this up, but I just want to open it up for questions so that you guys can ask those things, and then I'll share the recording in the team page, of course. No questions? Okay, awesome. So I'm going to wrap this up and I'll share the recording. If you have coaches who need to see this, make sure you tag them. And thank you for joining me. And if you guys ever need anything, make sure you're asking. You can send me a message or you can post on the team page, whatever is easiest for you. Okay? All right. Love you. Have the best day.
Thanks, Melissa.
Yeah. See ya.